Afternoon. Been one heck of a day with the Panthers signing linebacker Jalen Phillips and agreed to terms on a 4-year, $120 million contract. And remember, $80 million guaranteed. Good Lord. He gonna need that money if he come back to California. That is for sure. But regardless, I am your host of the 213 to the 704 podcast, hosted by yours truly, Cali Blue, where I rep the Carolina Panthers for more than 30 years. It is true, folks. There are a lot of us out here, and I am just another loyal, faithful, devoted Carolina Panther 30 plus years. And I got to say, I have been awoken. The Panthers have woken me up, awakened me. How do you say that? Somebody come in the chat and teach Cali Blue how to talk. Yeah, but I'm pumped up, man. I've been here so long, and I have to say, I'm just as excited and pumped up as I was in 1999. That is for sure. Antonio, what's going on, my man? How you doing? Tell me something. How do you feel about these couple of picks that we got? You're gonna have to pull up to the chat, brother, so we can talk. How do you think Jalen is going to help the Carolina Panthers? You think it's an immediate fix? Are you still hoping to get some other pieces? What if we just get him and the rest are offensive picks? You know? For $120 million, though? Really? $120 million. That's a lot of money, man. Everybody is talking about Devin Lloyd, me included, because that brings us to a top 10 defense. When you say that, you know, I think the pick in regards to Jalen Phillips, I think that's Dan Morgan. That's to me, that's called a CYA pick. Cover your ass pick. Because the defensive coach, I won't say his name, he let us down last year. He let us down in the playoffs. And I feel like Morgan is like, man, I need to put me a player there who's going to do what he's supposed to do regardless of whatever the defense we got going on out there. It's going to be that dog. You know, he only has about 28 sacks per his career, I'm told. But it's about that pressure, 73 pressure. And that's what's going to make these Panthers good. Because if he can get after their quarterback, disrupt that number one quarterback out there, what does that do? That leaves everything up to our two cornerbacks. That means you get a pressure edge rusher out there. Man, J.C. Horn and Mike Jack are going to be a tandem not to fuck with. And they already are that. So just imagine what they're going to do next year with some pressure, plugging up some hole. If you line up Jalen Phillips right next to Derek Brown, man, I've been watching this guy play and super happy about it. And I'm glad that he's from Cali also. So I could talk my Cali to start a connection like I have been. Where do you live, Antonio? Where are you calling from? I was on earlier. Even put my face on the camera. Might have lost some viewers. Lafayette, North Carolina. Okay. Do you go to games? Scratch that question. What is your best memory being a Panther fan? What is one of your best memories? Cam Newton. Man, 2015 was spectacular. 2015 was unbelievable. That was a really good time. You know, I remember every Sunday I would go and get cake after we won the game. I would go and get cake at a place called King's Hawaiian here in California, in Torrance, California, actually, and bring cake back. And man, that was just good times, you know. But we lost it at the end. But hey, how long have you been a fan? So if we can pick up 1995, man, you've been here for the beginning. Wow. And 2015 was one of your better years, huh? That's awesome to say. I'm looking here right now at the television. First time I turned on the TV, but I see here we got that old Mike Evans is gone out of the South. Yes, sir. 1995. He's a true keep pounding member. You was keep pounding before keep pounding even came, as our mantra, which I think was in 2003, something like that. We were talking about that earlier. When was that adapted? When was the inaugural, organization term mantra that we used for keep pounding? I think it came into play like 2003, if I'm not wrong. But yeah, man, Mike Evans is gone. They lost their corner. Caleb, they are getting depleted, and I love it because I can't stand the Bucs. Can't stand them. Mike Evans coming back to the original Carolina Panthers division on the West Coast. But yeah, I'm super happy about that as well. Who else am I laughing at? The Atlanta Falcons. Look who they picked up, Tua. They got two left-handed quarterbacks over there. They pretty much got him for free. We get Mr. Kenny Pickett. What do you think about Kenny Pickett? I hear a lot of good things about him. I don't know much about him at all, but I hear he's a good team guy. He's a good roster player. Yes, sir. I'm picking up subscribers daily. I've picked up how many subscribers have I picked up? I picked up about 250 subscribers in a week. I think that's pretty damn good. Yeah, that's facts. But even with that said, for the Panthers, he's not good because apparently some other teams out there think that Andy Dalton is a good pickup for a bridge quarterback. But hey, I will definitely take somebody else. I'm done with Andy Dalton. Like, subscribe, comment, and share the stream. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. And on that note, I'm going to have to play my little pump up my Carolina Panther, I have adapted and turned it into the Carolina Panthers song because I love everything about it. I think it's fitting for who I am as a Carolina Panther fan, a passionate fan. I don't claim to be the greatest podcast. I just think I'm a passionate person who loves his team for 30 years, who actually gets off his ass and goes to see them and watches them and I support them however I can. So this song right here is my song that I've been playing all day. And I'm going to play it again until they copyright my ass on up out of YouTube. But here we go, Stas. Stay tuned. Yeah, I'm telling you, man, that's my song. You got to show me love. Show the Carolina Panthers some love. Words are so easy to say, but when you come with your heart in your hand, you hear what I'm saying? She created that song for me, for me and my podcast. I haven't heard anything about the Cowboys. I haven't heard anything. Man, we pick up two plays. We picked up two players. Who we got in here? Let's see. Facts, right? Great song. What's the weather? Y'all don't have snow out there anymore, do you? Carolina. When I was in them other podcasts, talking about snow and all that stuff. Well, that's good. Yeah, it was real sunny out here today in California. It was real hot. Probably got up to about 70, almost 80 degrees. But then it's just weird out here in Cali, man. Let me tell you. So this weekend, I think it was Saturday, and it was windy, and I live like in a breezeway, like next to a mountain, and then our houses are lined up, so the air just pushes through. Man, the wind was like 65 miles an hour. I mean, it was crazy. I thought I was going to have a tornado. And then the very next day, hot and sunny, like the wind, no wind, like it never happened. So yeah, the weather is a trip these days. But for the new guys out there, you are definitely watching the 213 to the 704 podcast, and I am your host, Cali Blue. Well, I've been repping the Carolina Panthers for more than 30 years. 30 years plus. And if you didn't know, now you know, and I hope you stick around so that we can get this thing popping. Tune in daily to the podcast. It's starting at 5 p.m. Like, share, engage, and subscribe. Keep pounding #51. We are a podcast daily show where we talk about Carolina Panthers from Los Angeles and the NFL football league today. And today we're talking about who we're going to pick next. If we don't get Devin Lloyd, who else is some picks out there that you want? If we don't get Devin Lloyd, who else is out there? I think any veteran, somebody who is proven, is better than what we do have. I see we lost the guy from the Chargers. He went somewhere else on. He had an African name. What is his name? Owe, something like that. I try not to watch the television because when I get on here and talk, I don't want to be that repetitive podcast that is saying the same shit that we hear on 50 different channels. So I want to have a surprise approach to it. And people keep texting me. I'm trying not to look at it because I want to hear. I like to be live when I hear we got Devin Lloyd. But yeah, who are some other players that you might have in mind that you want in the free agency? Others say we might need a safety. Get rid of Nick Scott so we can show Ransom how it's really done, because he still is young, although they're saying just throw him in there in the fire, but you can't do that on defense. Too many mistakes will be, very costly. So I think we need another veteran back there to show Ransom what's going on. Cade Mays left us. That is true, Antonio. He left and went to Detroit. I'm aware of that one. For $25 million. That boy got $25 million. Ain't no way we was gonna pay him $25 million. So that kind of hurts us, and it affects our draft pick, right? So who do we have left? Because we need a left tackle. Now we need a center. So that means we stuck with Corbett. No disrespect to Corbett, but man, he's not playing so well lately. So that's going to affect our first round pick. If there is a true number one type of talent, the best player available, and he happens to be a lineman at 19, we're going to have to get him. It's just what it is. SGA is backstage. Okay, hold on. I didn't see you there, SGA. Sorry about that. I was just sitting here shooting my shit. So
his name was Owe.
Yeah, from the Chargers, right?
Going to the Commanders.
Washington Commanders. Did he get a big bag too? Did he get a whole bunch of money?
I didn't see how much he got. I would believe he would have gotten a lot of money from that trade from Chargers to Commanders.
Yeah. I know he was on our radar. His name was on our radar as well. So, and I did see it briefly that he went somewhere. So
what were your thoughts on when you got Kenny Pickett? I know Kenny Pickett I know the Panthers got Kenny Pickett from the Raiders.
Yeah, he's number 2. I hear he's a great team guy. We're trying to build back, strength and alliance and that overall love in the locker room. And I hear that's the good things I've heard about him. Other than that, I don't know much about him. So, but I will say he probably has to be a better pick. I'm going to go with my coaches and my GM that he's got to bring something better than what Andy Dalton has been given to us the last couple of years. So, and it was only something like $7 million, something like that. So I'm like my guy here, my Panther buddy here, Antonio. He's saying just hoping for the best. I think we've already done great things. Early, just with that one pick, it's like, wow. Dan Morgan was not bullshitting when he said he was going to be aggressive in the free agency to fill up some positions that he felt we were lacking as a Carolina Panther. But yeah, how you feeling? You pick up any other players?
I mean, as a member of the 49ers, have some heartbreaking news to share with you. Kendrick Bourne is going to the Cardinals. He's no longer with the 49ers. He's going to Arizona. He signed a 2-year, $11.47 million contract to go to play for the Arizona Cardinals.
Why do you think all these top players are leaving? They're just chasing the money, huh? Sounds like. It sounds like a lot of top players, like the NFL. That's just what they do nowadays. They're just chasing the money. I would think you'd want to stick around and get a ring with the 49ers. They definitely have a shot at getting back to the playoffs. I'm definitely who am I? I'm not used to asking all these questions, answering these questions. Hold on, my dog is getting on me, bothering me right now. Hold on, guys. I'm gonna put my dog outside. Let's go. Let's go, brother. All right. Okay, I am back. How
I
you
know
doing,
the
Percy? How you doing, Perk K? Welcome to the 213 to the 704 podcast. Thank you. Home opener, absolutely. That is one game. I went to 7 games last year. I was involved in 7, went to 6 home games. And I definitely will be at the home opener. I'm hoping it's Chicago. I definitely want to go to that game. I will also be going to the Saints for sure, and the Ravens. Either the Ravens or Chicago. I'm hoping it's one of those two for the home opener. But yeah, I definitely will. How about you, Perk? What were you saying, SGA?
So I was saying the Eagles, the Philadelphia Eagles are the one team they're struggling. They're having a tough time right now in free agency because they just got 3 players that left the Eagles. Jalen Phillips left, N'Kobe Dean left, and Reed Blankenship left.
Okay.
So they got 3 players that left the Eagles. So they're really like going through a tough time right now because they're a good
They're
football
still a good team. Yeah, they're still
But
in good.
a lot of Eagles fans wanted to keep Jalen Phillips, but they're at that price. They weren't able to keep him at that price because that will the Eagles didn't have enough money to keep him at that price. But the only player that they wanted to keep on the Eagles wanted to keep Reed Blankenship. He was one player that Eagles wanted to keep, but
Okay.
I mean they really wanted to keep him, but he left. So I mean they still have. I mean the Eagles are still good. I mean they still have Saquon Barkley. They still have a lot of.
Yeah.
They
They're,
have.
they're still out. They
They're
got a
still
lot going on.
They got Cooper
They're still,
DeJean. So I mean, they even if 3 players left from the Eagles, I mean, they're still a good. I mean, they still have a lot of players on that team. It's not like the Raiders who are rebuilding. They traded everybody away.
right.
Geno Smith
Right.
gone. Kenny Pickett gone away to your Carolina Panthers.
Yeah.
So I think the Raiders are even more screwed
I don't
because
know about screwed. I wouldn't necessarily say they're screwed. They're
no,
just
but
trying to
everybody
clean
said
out. They're trying to rebuild correctly. You know,
they're screwed just because all the players are gone. Max Crosby is gone.
that's the way it's going to be.
Everybody
like I,
is gone from that team. They traded everybody. They're cleaning
yeah,
house.
but they didn't have a team anyway. Whatever players they had wasn't doing it. It wasn't getting it done.
But I don't know
Right.
why Raider fans are so like they're so I don't know why Raider fans like that team so much. I think Raider fans are delusional because they don't realize that everybody on your team is gone and you still like the team. Like
Let me tell you something about the
everybody's
Raiders.
gone from the team. Max Crosby is gone. Pickett is gone. Geno Smith is gone. AOC might go as well. Aiden O'Connell might leave. Then I mean right now the Raiders they're not a good team right now. But when Mendoza comes in for the Raiders, they'll be a different team because Mendoza will turn that whole Raider team around once he becomes a starting QB.
Yeah, absolutely. When you said something about, let me read this here, Perk. He said, yeah, I only missed 2 games last year, Cowgirls and the Bills game, definitely going to all of the seasons. Nice. I have to meet up with you. I'll be there. I will be there with my sweatshirts and my T-shirts, 213 to the 704 podcast. But yeah, I definitely will be going to some games. That's good. You must live out there. If you're going to all those games, do you live there in Charlotte? Perk? In regards to you, SGA, how I feel about the Las Vegas Raiders is I just think they're cleaning house to do it the right way. And when you talk about their fans are delusional, I've always wondered like why they're such diehard Raider fans, because they truly are. When you talk about a diehard fan, besides my Carolina Panthers, people like myself, I know, being out here on the West Coast, Los Angeles Raiders, and when they were here as Los Angeles Raiders, rather, they have a huge fan base. So and they're still fans. It's not like they stopped being fans of the Raiders. So I got to give shouts out to them because they are loyal fans. And I don't know if delusional comes across it. Every time I hear one of their podcasts or the friends that I know who are Raider fans, they're always optimistic that they're going to win. I don't necessarily think that they say, the next years we're going to win the Super Bowl like the Cowboys. Every year with the Cowboys, you hear everything come out of their fans' mouth as we go into the Super Bowl. I don't hear Raiders talk like that. So, shouts out to the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, because you definitely are the Carolina Panthers of 2018 in 2026 today. They're just behind, and they're going to have to just clean house like they did and start over. And what better way to start over when you get a number one quarterback coming to your team? So that's how I feel about the Raiders. If that made any sense. Yeah, Pert. Who's your favorite player on the Panthers? Pert, you got a favorite player? Or not one? On this show, you don't have to be a Bryce Young fan. I just won't tolerate people just saying, ridiculous stuff. But on this show, however you feel is how you feel. That's that. Because in the end, we're all just fans. We don't have any control of this. My object on this show and this podcast is just to get diehard, passionate fans of their teams, whether it be the Panthers or it be the 49ers, or whether it be the Ravens, whoever. But my journey has been from the 213 all the way up to 704 for the last 30 years. So, yeah. Who will be the Panthers' next pick? The Carolina Panthers have commenced their free agency period with the acquisitions of Jalen Phillips, a linebacker / edge rusher, and Kenny Pickett, a quarterback, for a number 2. Who will be the next addition to our Carolina Panthers roster? Who's it gonna be? You think it's over for tonight, or we'll see something that happens tonight? What do you think? Yeah, I look forward to that, Perk. We could definitely meet up.
Alec Pierce from the Indianapolis Colts looks like he's staying on the team. He's not going anywhere. He actually signed the biggest contract Alec Pierce signed. He signed a 4-year, $160 million contract to stay with the Indianapolis Colts.
$160 million?
4-year, $160 million contract, Alec Pierce to stay with the Colts.
And what is Pierce's position? $160 million. How do these teams? How do they do it with the cap space that we have? This is why I'm telling y'all, the NFL, America. Huh?
I don't know how he signed that much. I think that I guess they value Alec Pierce the Colts value Alec Pierce so much that they're gonna charge him that much money to stay with the team.
Wow, that is insane. That's insane money. This is what I was trying to tell you earlier, that I see the NFL, our American football. I see the NFL in coming up pretty soon, maybe in 2 years, that you're going to start seeing prices like that for players, a lot more typical, 160 million than what we see now. We got journeymen like Pickett. Kenny Pickett, he's just signed with us. He's a decent quarterback, a number 2, I guess, but he's only getting 7 million. So I imagine the prices are just going to go way up like soccer.
So it says Alec Pierce is a wide receiver.
Yeah.
4 year.
I know who he is now.
$160 million contract.
Wow.
Guess the Indianapolis Colts like him so much that they would pay him like almost $120 million to stay with them.
Goodness gracious! For how many years?
4 years, $160 million.
Man, that's like 20 million, 25 million a year.
They like him that much. I guess the Colts like that. I guess he's their boy. They want the Colts don't want that guy to go.
When I see teams like them pay money like that, just like us, they're thinking like us that their window of opportunity to get into the playoffs and be a contender is right now. They're behind this guy, and they feel like he is a major piece of their puzzle. I mean, the Colts were playing good this year until their quarterback got hurt, and they had to bring Rivers in there. So that's what I feel like. Going on?
When they brought Rivers in to play on the Colts, everybody thought that guy can't play old man Phillip Rivers. He's too old. They're bringing an old man to play for the Colts. I mean,
I thought that was disrespectful to the league.
He's an old man. Like he needs to retire. I mean, I understand that, if they don't have a quarterback, they have to bring somebody, but he's an old man. Like, how old is Rivers? Like over 40?
Yeah, he's over 40.
Man.
I think he was like 47, 46.
Man, it's like if my dad it's just like, imagine Phillip Rivers. Imagine my dad would play like in the NFL.
Yeah.
My dad is like 58 years old.
Yeah.
It's like
a young man.
It's like, imagine if my dad would be playing for the NFL at what era Phillip Rivers age 47.
Was your dad an athlete?
No, but it's just but like if you look at Phillip Rivers is 47, it's just like, imagine my dad. He's like about this like closely about a little more than 47. But I'm saying like imagine my dad would be playing. That's what you think of Phil Rivers.
Yeah. I mean,
my dad would be.
He didn't stink up the bed. He didn't shit the bed. Rivers did not shit the bed. It just was. He just wasn't the guy that could really take him somewhere. If he really got pressure on him, he could have got hurt. But I don't know. I don't know why they didn't bring Cam Newton.
No, like right now, like if AOC is still the lone quarterback on the Raiders, and then they'll bring in Fernando Mendoza, they're screwed, because if AOC gets injured halfway through the season for the Raiders, they just have Mendoza. But man, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
They signed the linebacker Nakobe Dean to a 3-year, 36 million with 20 million guaranteed. Raiders just signed linebacker. Signed a safety or cornerback as well. I'm looking at right now.
So we lost. So the 49ers lost Trent Williams, and we lost Kendrick Bourne. If the 49ers lose one more loss. If the 49ers lose one more player, the Eagles and the Niners are both gonna lose 3 players. We're one. If we lose one more player, then we'll lose 3. Like the Eagles lost 3. We'll lose this. We'll be tied with the same. We'll both have lost 3 players if Niners lose one more player.
Yeah.
Because they lost 3 too, and we lost 2. So we lose one more, we'll be tied with the Eagles. Like we'll both have 3. Both of our teams are gonna have 3 players that left due to free agency.
Yeah, yeah.
Both of us, the Eagles and the 49ers. So both of us are gonna be not feeling so great. Both of our teams. I don't think you. I don't. I think you. I think if you ask me, I think you guys benefited because you got two players in free agency. You got Jalen Phillips and you got Kenny Pickett.
We got two big holes that we need.
Yeah,
These
so
are
we're
huge pieces
struggling.
for us.
So it sucks that the Niners and the Eagles are struggling because we lost players due to free agency, and now we gained one, but are you kidding me? Just one? Like the Niners just got one player from free agency. That's it. That's kind of.
Yeah, but where's you guys pick? Don't you guys have a good pick?
We have a
Didn't you get a
20. We
pick
have
from?
we have
Yeah,
the 27 pick
yeah.
the
So
draft.
there you go.
So, but I'm not sure who we're gonna get. That's the problem because like when I ask people like like if I ask like Eagles fans or like 49 fans who are you gonna get, they tell me like we don't really know because we don't really know who the candidates are. So it's kind of hard who they're gonna pick because they could pick anybody. And
Yeah,
I've seen in the draft like sometimes the Niners this time they pick a lot of good ones. I'll be really surprised if they pick some player who nobody has heard of in the draft, like some random player that nobody has heard of, and then everybody's like turning their eyes around. I hope that doesn't happen. I hope we don't pick some random player, some that I haven't even heard of, because But like for you, are you look in the draft? Are you looking forward to any players that you want in the upcoming draft for Carolina? Like,
well, I got my picks. I don't necessarily need. I like Mekhi Lemon. He's a wide receiver, played for SC because I really know him, and I know that we need a wide receiver that's been talked about with our general manager Dan Morgan. He's saying that we need an offensive weapon that can get yards after catch. So that's where we lacked at. And Mekhi Lemon is, I don't think he'll fall to us because he's pretty high up there now. He did real well in the, all the testing and whatnot we just had. But Mekhi Lemon is one of the players. And then the other one is Sadiq, the tight end, the phenomenon. He's like super tall, super fast. He had one of the fastest times in the combine on the 40-yard dash. I think he had the fastest time. And he's a freaking tight end, And he's super tall. He's like a freak of nature type of athlete. So I'm hoping that we get him, Sadiq.
I want Kenyon Sadiq too, but if he goes to your team, I wouldn't be upset. But
Appreciate it.
I really want him a lot. Like I think he's a good. I think he's
gonna do excellent in the NFL. He's gonna do well in the NFL. So you guys got Kittle.
We got Kittle. But yeah. The NFL draft is gonna be like. Have you ever been to the NFL draft before?
I went once a long time ago. I don't even remember. I just went along with my buddies, but I didn't even realize I wasn't into football like that. So, but I'm going this year. You know that. I've been telling you. I am going to Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania.
So if I go, how can we meet up? If I go to the draft, how can you and I meet up?
Well, we just exchange number. You can always put it in the private chat, and we can lock in that way. I definitely will be there. My buddy lives out there. He's from Pittsburgh, so yeah, it's gonna be a good time.
I think there's gonna be a lot of I think like the NFL draft is probably the most exciting event because there's a lot of excitement among who everybody's gonna get.
Absolutely, especially with this free agency frenzy going on right now. It boosts the draft. This is like a movie. This is entertainment. With the NFL, so many of us are sad when the last game is played, that last 18th game. And then we have to sit around for so long. Got to wait till October, September to see football again. So these types of things, free agency and the draft, definitely help out. It's more like a good party vibe.
Yeah. When you think of free agency, what does it mean to you? Like, do you do like
I don't do mock
I
drafts and stuff
like
like
when
that.
I
I
do
used to.
like I like the NHL for I
Free
like free
agency.
agency, but I mean the cons are that like you that'll fit your favorite players out. So there's so people don't look at both sides, but there's like pros and cons about free agency. I mean the cons
Absolutely.
are that you lose your favorite player. The pros are that you get somebody in return for the player that you traded away.
To
I
help
mean
your
because
team out.
you always
Yeah.
when you trade them away, you know the problem is that if you trade a player away to another team, you might get a good player in return, right? But
Yeah.
sometimes you get a crappy player. Like you trade away a really good player, and in return you get some player.
Who turns out and does
You don't
well
even
for
know
you.
who that player is that you got in return for. Sometimes you don't even get anybody in return. That's the worst thing about free agency is that if you trade the player away, sometimes you don't even get anybody in return. You don't get no
Yeah.
player in return for that player that you sent away. You get nobody in return. So kind of like a wasted effort.
Yeah, that's why you're hearing Carolina Panthers really proud out there. We're being a little bit more boisterous than we normally are because we have our general manager, a former Carolina Panther linebacker that did pretty good for us, and now he's at the helm, and he's picking players like he's been doing it for years, and this is his second year as GM, and he's doing pretty darn good right now. So shout out to Dan Morgan.
And do you like what he's doing for your team? Like, do you like how he's managing your team? How he's bringing new
Yeah.
players in, bringing
I
new
love, I
acquisitions
love,
in?
I love everything he's doing. I think in regards to this pick right here, and this is kind of a little pick on my defensive coach Evero. I think with the pick that we picked for today for our free agency in Jalen Phillips, I call it a CYA for Dan Morgan. Cover your ass pick, because regardless of whatever the scheme and what our defensive coach Evero, who let us down last year against the Rams, I think by having a player, the type of player I mean, in Jalen Phillips, he's going to get after that quarterback. He's going to disrupt the play that was called, and therefore that is a cover your ass type of pick. So now he has no control over it because of our defensive coach not doing the right thing and not doing what he should be doing. You
So
get
it
a
looks like
dog out there. Yeah.
So when you look at Dan Morgan, if you look at his bio, he has a really extensive bio. Like in 2010, it was their scout, and then
Oh.
2011 to 2014, it was their assistant director of pro personnel, and then 2015 to 2017, he was their director of pro personnel. Then he went to the Buffalo Bills in 2018 to 2020 to be their director of player personnel. Carolina Panthers 21 to 2023 assistant general manager, and now he's the president of football operations / general manager from 2024 onward. So
Yeah.
that shows that he really.
Yeah, he's about it. Look, that you know what else shows what's going on? You shout me out trying to get me subscribers, and look, I got somebody that come on. He's another Panther from California. He said, "Come on, SoCal native here. Let's go get Devin Lloyd." Shout out to Spicy Naugas. Spicy Naugas. Check his name out. Man, are you a Carolina Panther fan? It sounds like it. You're out here in Cali. You are the type of fan that I'm looking for.
So when you look at like players in the NFL, is it kind of normal for players to be on like Dan Morgan was on the Panthers and now he's their president of he's their general manager. So is that really normal for in the NFL for athletes to be in like playing for the team, and then they kind of take the front office role and be part of the front office staff and do all the behind the scenes stuff? like being the general manager, getting new players on the team and everything like that?
Yeah, I would suppose so. Yeah, absolutely. I would think so.
Like they played for the team a little bit, and then they are now part of the front office staff for the team. So they're kind of like still associated with the team in a way, but they're just not playing. But they're still like, they're still part of the team. So in a way, they're kind of like it's kind of special because they haven't left the team, so they're still managing the team still. So
yeah,
I think that's really cool.
That is cool. Let me talk to this new subscriber we got here. Spicy Nalgas, how you doing? He said, of course, you've been a diehard since 2008? Wow. Okay. Nice. 2008, you had a little bit of that Jimmy Clausen era, some little sad taste in your mouth. And then you got rewarded when 2013 came around, 13 and 14 and 15 and even 17. So, and you stuck around, huh? What part of Cali are you from? Spicy Nalgas. I like your name, by the way. I like your name. Yeah, you hitting the head right on the noggin, SGA, with everything you're saying. You can go here. Spicy Nuggets. You know what that means? When I get me a new subscriber, I'm gonna do something like this. What do you think, SG? I'm gonna hit my little train horn because I love trains, and I'm gonna play my song every time I get a new subscriber. That's a shout out to Spicy Nuggets. Shout out to you, brother. And then of course, one more time. Every time. SGA, I think you got me at least 10 subscribers, brother, because I got 100 subscribers in the last 2 days. So, man, shout out to everybody from Palmdale. Say what? Wow, I know all about Palmdale, Lancaster. I'm here in the suburbs. I'm all the way on the other side now. I'm a LA native from South Central, man. So, but Palmdale, I got lots of family. My brother lives there.
I'm your promoter, social media promoter.
Yeah. This guy right here is a true California. Right here. He's a Panther fan, brother. We got to meet up for the game, bro.
I should be your agent.
Yeah, you should. You're doing good shit. I think they got me on the algorithm though. I don't know if Spicy Naga, if you knew me from back then when I used to make videos, content, talking shit to everybody in the NFC South or whoever team out there. And I would make some pretty creative content, making videos and stuff with everybody, making fun of their team, talking shit to them.
You know what? I should be your agent. I should be the person in the press conference, asking if people want to ask questions to any of the players. I can give them the mic to one of the people want to ask a question.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Like I said, I'm going to do it. This is going to be a podcast. We're going to do them. I'm going to get my studio set up. It's halfway set up, but I'm shooting content right now for entertainment purposes. This 213 to the 704 podcast is more of a fan base, repping your team as opposed to the X's and O's, like I like to tell people. But Spicy Now, because this is going to be our song for 2026 for next year. Stay tuned. Coming up in 3, 2, 1.
Let's go, man! Get high! Carolina Panthers in the house! Woo! Let's go, Carolina Panthers!
Show me love! Show me love! He say, come out, put your heart in your hand and show me.
From the 213 and 704 podcast. Let's go, Carolina Panthers.
Hosted by Cali Blue.
And Rex is Carolina Panthers.
Crazy FGA.
Yeah, Rex is Carolina Panthers. Cali Blue, Rex is Carolina Panthers.
She say, show me love. She show me that Carolina love. Come with your heart in your hand. Don't talk about it. Be about it.
I'm bringing that full. You know what? Linebackers would bring the energy when they come out.
A whole life. Yeah, let me read. Hold on, SJ. Let's see. Spicy Nagas. He's telling me who he is. I'm trying to find out who my Panthers are. Been here my whole life, working Woodland Hills. Nah, your vids just popped up. Thought I'd check in on my way home from work. Respect. Respect goes both ways, brother, especially a Carolina Panther. We can always come in here and chop it up. So be careful out there on the road. On that, what freeway is that? The 14? If you're going over there, you're coming off the 101 to the 405, something on the 5, headed on the 14 all the way back up home. Yeah, man, that's good. I
A lot
love
of
when
my
I meet
friends love.
when I met California. When I meet a California, Panther man, that I've done my job with this podcast. That's what I'm truly reaching out for. So respect. All right, SGA.
So, how many games are you gonna plan to go next season? Maybe one or two.
I have 2 games that I'm going to for next year. I went to 7 games last year. So, but yeah, I got 2 games on my list. One being the New Orleans Saints. I'll go up there to New Orleans and the home opener. And I'm hoping it'll be the Ravens or Chicago. 14 Freeway, Spicy Nagas. Yep. Know all about it, bro. I used to live in Santa Clarita. I never went that far out, but I used to stay in Woodland Hills. Everywhere over there, Sherman Oaks, anywhere in the valley, North Hollywood, and over to Torrance on the other side, uh, Calabasas, shit, we're Santa Clarita, man, so many different neighborhoods and whatnot. LA, Mid City, Watts, South Central, 107th and Hoover. Man, I done lived everywhere in LA, bro. So nice to meet you, man. Keep repping them Panthers, bro. Are you the only one who's a Panther fan? Or anybody in your circle a Panther fan as well? Let me know.
And it said that Tua Tagovailoa is gonna go to Atlanta
Yeah, he's going to be. So they have
for
two.
one.
So now they have 2 left-handed quarterbacks, Michael Penix and now Tua. That's a really good move for them because Atlanta, like the Dolphins, have to pay that big old price tag that they paid for him, which was $99 million, and I think the Falcons only have to pay just like a little corner piece, like $3
You know
million
there
or
was
$7 million.
when his name was Michael Penix, some guys were getting in his skin and messing it up, and he actually got mad about that. They were actually they were actually like saying his name was Penix. They were not saying Penix. Like they were actually saying something, and he actually got really upset that they were actually making a mock about it of his middle name.
Wow, Spicy now because he became a Panther just out of spite from watching his brother root for the Chargers. That is funny.
You know
Well,
what
should
they were
you?
saying? You know what they
What
were
else did the
saying?
Chargers? You could talk some shit to your brother today
You know what they
because
were saying to
they lost
Michael?
that good player,
You
that
know what they were saying to
linebacker.
Michael to Mike for his name is Michael Penix Jr. You know what named what name they said instead of Michael Penix Jr.
What's that?
They said Michael Penis Jr.
Yeah, I seen somebody say that to his face on the field, or he thought that they had said that to him, and he was about it because if they would have said that, he was going to go in the fans and get him. I don't think that's cool to be talking that shit like that at in the stadium, But hey, there are fans, and I'm not going to sit here in front. I used to be that kind of fan when I was younger. I talked a lot of shit. I would get in fights. When I talk about them Bucks, there's reasons why I don't like them. And when I was young, being here from LA,
I mean, when
from
you
the
watch
streets of LA.
sports, do fans talk a lot of shit when it comes to sports?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to be able to take it too. Can't just dish it out. But I'm not that fan who's disrespectful because I'm an elder now. My kids. My daughter's 29. She has kids. I'm a grandpa already. I'm not 50 yet, but I'm still a grandpa, and I just I have a different mentality when I'm in the stands and there's kids and
The
stuff there.
reason
So
why you don't want to do that is that, are you trying to, like, like when you have kids, you want to set a good example for the younger generation.
ab-
Like, you don't
absolutely,
want to be,
you
because
know,
if you because like a lot of times these young adults like use bad language, and then the kids think that, look, because my dad is saying these things is fine with I, that's not the way that, I don't. That's why whenever I swear at games and stuff like that, it just makes my parents feel bad about me, because they don't want me to turn like a street gang criminal, like some guy who has a bad reputation, right?
absolutely.
The parents don't want
I
me
could
to
tell you
turn
about
into
that
turn.
life. You
They
definitely
don't
don't want
want
a
me
part of
to
that life.
turn into, like, because if they swear, but like when you swear, like they also have to know that it's not okay to do it, but they also have to understand that sometimes, in terms of, you get passionate in fits of anger when your team is like, like you're showing, like you're a loyal fan of your team. They got to understand that that also comes out too. I mean, I know, like, you want to be respectful and not, go out of line, but parents need to know that, I'm a passionate fan of my team. I'm a Niner fan, and when my team, doesn't perform well, I got to let my team know how they're what's going on, right? Because, I have to, because that's what happens when you're passionate. You let everything comes out when you're passionate, when you're really, like, like, you're. And
Absolutely.
sometimes when you say those things, you can't control it, right? It just comes out
Yeah.
no matter what. Like, no matter what you can do, it's going to come out of your mouth no matter what, right? So what are you going to do about it?
You're a 49er fan, right? And I
Okay.
remember
Yeah.
being at the one of the last games that the Panthers played at Candlestick. We won that game, but it was a pretty tough game. Back and forth type of stuff. And I remember jumping up out of my seat and saying, "Fuck yeah!" We scored or something. I was like, "Yeah, that's right, Panthers, baby!" Like real loud, standing up out of my seat. And I was with a girl I was dating at the time. So it's just me. And I stood up because normally I'd never have any problems with 49ers. And for some reason that day, this guy got up out of his seat and he's just flipping me off with both fingers, giving me two birds, and was like kind of eyeballing me the whole game and trying to look at. He wanted that smoke, but he would have got it from me back then. So, but it's those type of things you have to be able to have a level head as an adult and realize that he's just representing his team like I'm
Cause like,
representing
cause,
my team.
'cause like when I go to Niner games, I love to have a feeling like, that's why it's good to go with a friend to the game. Like when you score, you go like, let's go, f yeah, we scored, baby, let's go, we scored, baby, let's go.
Yeah,
That kind of,
yeah, yeah,
when you go with a friend that, that everybody's like,
yeah, yeah.
because
You got that, that
when you're
friendly
by
banter. You got
yourself,
some backup.
when you're by yourself, you don't feel like that, right? When you score, like when
Nah,
you
not me. I still do it. I went to Monday night against the 49ers last year. I still do it, but it's just different words that are coming out of my mouth.
But the
I'm
but
not,
the good thing but the good
yeah,
thing is that when you go to games, like
I'm
over
not
there,
disrespectful.
you got other people there. So that's sometimes when you go to games and you're the only person, you don't realize that there's other people around you. So you feel like
Yeah,
it's a more
especially
engaging
fans like
environment
myself, because I get so involved in the game with
that
my
everybody.
Panthers that I don't realize that I'm at a game full of 49er fans. Sometimes I tune them out, and I'm so into my team, especially lately when I know that they're a better team and we actually have a shot at winning. When I know my team is trash, you ain't gonna hear me nothing or say anything. But in regards, I can agree with you. You tune out everyone and you go, oh shit, and you open up, you snap out of it, and you realize you in the stands of Philadelphia Eagles. you know
Like a fan, like it's kind of like my cat, really. Like my cat is always composed and nice, and he doesn't get angry that often. Like only if somebody, things like he only gets mad when you do something to him that he doesn't like. But that my cat is the fans are because that's exactly how it's like. If you get him mad, he's gonna snap at you. Like if you get him mad,
Yeah.
you don't want to
I
get that
got you.
cat mad, man. It's
Yeah,
gonna do
yeah.
some things you'll regret. I mean that's why and yeah, and when I look at my cat, I mean I don't like him when he's ferocious. When he starts biting people for no reason and stuff, does doing that. I mean, does your cat ever like? Do you have a cat or do you have a dog?
I no longer have a cat, but I've had a cat my whole life, and I no longer have a cat anymore. Well, I have a dog. You saw my dog earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a
Yeah.
dog.
So
I wish I had a
I
cat like
want.
this. How about that? I wish I had a cat like that in the background,
I mean, I wanna. I mean, like. I mean,
like this
how
guy.
did you do this? Because that other that other stadium, like that's not AI. That looks actually like it's not AI. That looks like the actual stadium. Like, but the other one was like AI, but it doesn't look like anything like the stadium. But how did you make this one look like the actual one? Like this one doesn't look like AI. This looks like actually like
Well,
the stadium,
well,
like Hollywood.
I'm a so-called I love to I love to draw,
So yeah,
you
this
know.
one doesn't like this stadium that I look now. This one
Yeah.
doesn't look like it doesn't look like AI. It actually looks like the actual stadium. Like it doesn't look like AI there because
Well,
like
it's a
there's
graphic
cars
program.
everywhere.
I draw it, I sketch it
Yeah,
out, and I draw it, and then I put it through this program, and then
but
it adds to it and give me this right here. But
like how
I start out with drawing
like
it.
like the reason because some people think this looks like AI, but like if there's cars then everywhere and there's stuff like that, it's definitely not AI. It's definitely the real deal
Yeah, yeah.
because there's
There you
cars
go. You're smart.
everywhere. So it's definitely not. It's definitely not AI. Because well, if you see buses and cars,
No,
traffic,
this is a different
cars going
program than
again.
AI. It's probably AI mixed in there because of all these programs that do that. But this is definitely art. I drew this, and then you put it into my graphics, and then it puts it on top of it, and it sketches the rest of it out. You know.
But yeah, but these days, for
Yeah, the
example,
AIs
if
that
I
they
do
use
live
nowadays are really. I'm sick of seeing it. I see all the
for these days, if I
podcasters
do
doing it
live
now.
streams, I'm really surprised that if you go into Gemini or if you go to like an
Yeah.
AI platform
Hmm.
and you just ask like create a Panthers versus Steelers
Yeah, yeah. They
thumbnail
do
for
that.
like a background,
Yeah.
it will look realistic. For AI will do a realistic job of making it look as realistic. Like if you're saying like make make a Niner and Panthers
Yeah.
thumbnail for your stream at Levi's,
Yeah.
the Gemini will be able to make it look like the actual thing. Because some people when they create a thumbnail for like a stream, like they have to create a thing for their stream, and some people are not good because they don't know how to like arrange everything, to make the whole thing and arrange everything, put everything around and move everything around and stuff like that. People just use like a Gemini for doing it. Like Gemini does a really good job of making things look realistic. Like I did like I was actually surprised because well like if you ever do like a 49er and something thumbnail, like they could make Brock Purdy look like Brock Purdy, make George Kittle look like George Kittle, make CMC look like CMC, like he's not like a cartoonish version of CMC.
Hmm.
They could make
So we're
AI
getting.
could make CMC look just like CMC. Like they've actually like I think I don't know what they do with AI. Maybe the reason why maybe they make it look similar is that I think they do like I don't know if they do motion capture or something like that. Like they capture the athlete and then
Yeah,
make him
that's
in
what they
AI
use. They use a type of motion
motion capture.
capture.
Sure. Cause
Yeah.
like how would they make if they don't use motion capture? Then how would they look similar, right? How would they capture the exact image? Like in Madden, some days like when you play Madden, like the video game Madden 26 on PlayStation, how do they take the cover athlete? Like on the front of the game.
Hmm. Hmm.
How do they make it real? Like how do they make Paul like CMC look real? If they would put Brock Purdy on the cover,
Hmm.
he
I don't
George Kittle
exactly
on the
know, but they
cover?
use some awesome graphics. They use Office, any of those types of things. I mean, all of it can be done nowadays. It's kind of hard to say how how it's really done. With the graphics that we use in my profession, there's so many different ways to do it nowadays. But
So do you just use? So how do you do it? Do you just go to like Gem? Do you go to like a AI software and then you just like print the thing out and then you just color and then you just use it, or is it kind of more more than
yeah,
that?
well, I'm an artist where I can envision it, and then I just kind of trace out and I draw it out on my board here at home, and I draw it out, and then I
Oh, is this
will
how you do it?
upload it. Yeah, and then I'll upload it, and then they'll go over and color it in and fill in the blanks. This type of like the tedious stuff. Like
Oh,
if you look at this,
so is this basically like did you like take it from a software, or is this all your artwork, all the work that you
this is
did?
my artwork, and it's comped together. You know,
Oh, so
so
it's so you're trying to say that it's a little hard like to recreate it like
yeah,
because
because
it
I don't
takes a
want it
lot.
to look too AI. I want it to look more real of what I represent in my artwork. So and it's just an enhancement, rather. I would say that as opposed to this true AI. Like these fans here to the side, that's AI. You know, but generally this street and the Hollywood and the sign and all these buildings right here is things that I drew. I drew with the bus and all that. So
But it was great coming on. But I'll hop
thank
off
you.
and I'll still be in the chat, so we can
All right,
still talk
brother.
in the chat.
All right. Thank you for stopping by.
See ya.
Yeah. So yeah, today we are wondering who will the Carolina Panthers pick next? We're sitting around waiting for Devin Lloyd. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, but it could happen overnight. They could be talking right now. They could be sitting down at the table or on the phone, wherever they're at, and discussing these things, and it could go down. But the best thing about this draft so far is, of course, my Panther organization doing things that are absolutely necessary. Even the number 2 pickup quarterback, I think they're shoring up some spots, some picks for our draft. That's coming up here with number 19 pick and whatnot. And the way that they're acting now, man, who knows? Maybe they're going to do something in the draft. Does anybody think they're going to trade up? You know, stuff like that. But I think we're going to take a break here. I'm gonna take a break and get me some water and step back, and we'll be back. I don't know, probably about 2 minutes. All right. Come back because this is the 213 to the 704 podcast. I am your host, Cali Blue. This is a daily podcast starting at 5 p.m. I ask all my new subscribers to like, share, engage, and absolutely subscribe for that Keep Pounding hashtag number 51. Daily podcast show talking about the Carolina Panthers all the way here from Los Angeles, California, talking about NFL. We'll be right back. Yeah. This is the 213 to the 704 podcast. I'm your host, Cali Blue. Why rep the Carolina Panthers, all the way here from Los Angeles, California, where I have been a fan for 30 plus years. And today we are discussing the free agency frenzy. Carolina Panthers have picked up Jalen Phillips, another Cali to Cali connection from Redlands, California, a solidified dog linebacker edge rusher for $120 million for 4 years. Good Lord. $120 million. I need to sing a song like that. If I had $120 million, what would I do? As opposed to $150,000, like we had a hit song. And who else did we pick up? We picked up a number 2 quarterback in Kenny Pickett from the Raiders for a little bit of money. I think that's a good pick. I think this shows what the Panthers are doing to make some room for their picks that they're going to get in the draft overall. And I'm looking forward to it. I think some things are coming, some good things coming towards the Panthers, man. I've been sitting back for these last 8 years. And just looking at the Panthers, just putting my head down, going, what the fuck are we doing out here? What are we doing? How can you go from the Super Bowl to just straight, man, just shaking our heads? But anyways, that seems to be over. For real. And who will the Panthers pick next? Who will we get? Who do you guys think? If we don't get Devin Lloyd, who would it be? Our Carolina Panthers have commenced their free agency period with the acquisitions of Jalen Phillips, a linebacker edge rusher, and Kenny Pickett, a quarterback. Who will the next addition be to our roster? Let's talk about it. You think we need help at safety? Are we going to stay with Nick Scott? I haven't even looked to see. Did somebody pick him up? Shut the fuck up, D-Cash. Are you kidding me? Do what? How come it's not on the screen? What the fuck? I got one of my diehard Panthers coming here telling we got Devin Lloyd. Are you bullshitting me? Are you bullshitting me? D-Cash. How come my homeboys ain't told me? Y'all about to see Cali Blue jump in the swimming pool. Cold ass water. Did we get him? Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about, baby. We got to put the music back on. I'm sorry, folks. Let's fucking go. Is this shit true? Hold up. I got to make sure before I make sure. D-Cash, you fucking with me? Hold the fuck on. If y'all, did we really get them? They still not showing over here. Damn, I need to have my fucking computer on. D-Cash, no cap. Once I get this text right now. Hold up. I know he was fucking with me. I'm like, what? 3-year, $45 million just came out. D-Cash, he don't be capping like that. D-Cash is a good one out there, especially with me. He is. D-Cash said, we'll see. He bullshit, but he don't be bullshit with me. He know how much everybody wants him. Did you check it out, SGA? My folks is just, they haven't even answered yet. They checking. It could be true shit. Like I say, they're going to be. Where would he fucking go? DCast, I can't confirm it because I just looked and it says nothing. I'm going to check one more time. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. Y'all listen to fucking Cali Blues Carolina Panthers song over and over. They probably copyright me. I don't care, but I delete the stream. Shit. Hold on. I'm going to verify this shit. I got a lot of respect for DCast. Zip, don't be fucking with Cali Blue now. God damn it. Don't be fucking with me. I'm gonna check right now. Y'all listen to this song shit. Show me fucking love to the Carolina Panthers. Words are easy. Give me 1 minute and I'm going to verify this shit for sure. I'm going to have to call my people at the fucking job. Hold on. Motherfucking yeah, it's fine. D-Cast bringing that good love over here. My niggas. If you don't get no bigger. The Panthers is about to fucking show the fuck out. Hey. Show me love. Come with that heart in your hand. Love talking so fucking easy, D-Cast. Talking so easy. To show me love. I got to change the motherfucking title. Let me turn this shit off. So they turn my shit off. Hell, motherfucking yeah. Woo! Oh my goodness. Breaking motherfucking news. Breaking news. The Panthers ain't fucking around. I'm reading it as we speak. I'm about to change the motherfucking title. Y'all hold up. Breaking motherfucking news. Breaking news. Yes, it appears the Carolina Panthers have reached an agreement to sign free agent linebacker Devin Lloyd as of tonight, March 9th, 2026. This comes from a Cincinnati Enquirer. The report deal is for 3 years and is worth $45 million, including $25 million guaranteed. Lloyd, a former first-round pick who spent his first 4 seasons with the Jacksonville Jaguars, is coming off of a breakout motherfucking 2025 season where he earned Pro Bowl and second team All-Pro honors. Y'all better fucking watch the fuck out, nigga. I'll be at all the Panther games now. And don't let me get Sadiq. Don't let us get Sadiq in the fucking draft that I will be at the Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Goddamn. Oh my goodness. They still haven't showed it on the TV. I got to play some music. I got to do some homework, y'all. I don't have my computer on. Who's out there? D-Cash. Boy, you get something from me. Zip. What the fuck? Zip and D-Cash. D-Cash was the first motherfucker to tell me. Shouts out to D-Cash. You're going to get a 213 to the 704 t-shirt as soon as I get them motherfuckers printed. God damn. Where is Panther Nasty? Hold on. I got to call my people to this podcast. Hold up. Let me call my boy P Nasty. We about to talk shit to you motherfucking NFC South out there. Hold on. Hold the fuck up. Hold up. Wait a minute. I mean, do y'all really understand what the fuck this means? We are a 16th ranked football team getting top end players, signing money like that. So we the 16th ranked team. So how do you figure going from 32 to 16? What the fuck you think we gonna do next year? I don't care what schedule they line up in front of us. We got a Panther team back, y'all. The Panthers are back, nigga. The Panthers are back from the team we had when we were. Hold on, my phone's starting to blow up now. The Panthers are back. From when I talk about all that shit, I'm such a passionate Panther fan from back in there because we used to bust motherfuckers in the mouth. Well, them Panthers is back. With these 2 signings, those Panthers are back right now. Rank 16 to get 2 signings like that? What does that tell you? That means that motherfuckers are on board now. I'm curious to see what the media start talking about now. Aaron Patton, thank you, brother. We signed Devin Lloyd 3 years. $45 million is because of my title, huh? I didn't even want to watch it. I wasn't even watching TV. I didn't want to watch it. I kind of like put my phone down, but I don't have my computer on. So I have my other phone here. And because I wanted to have this type of reaction where somebody told me, because I just had a feeling that something was going to happen because Dan Morgan is about it, man. These Panthers ain't playing, and Tepper is like, yeah, go do it. Go do it, Dan. Let's make it happen. Fuck. Oh my goodness, man. How proud are you motherfuckers of your Panthers in free agencies? Who's out there knocking motherfuckers out in the free agency? The Carolina Panthers are. This is the 213 to the 704 podcast. I'm your host, Cali motherfucking Blue. And I rep the Carolina Panthers all the way here from Los Angeles, California, where we picked up 3 huge signings today. Even Kenny Pickett, goddammit. 3 today. One of them is from Cali, that Cali to Cali connection. That would be Jalen Phillips. Number 2 would be Kenny Pickett, the number 2 QB. I got to look into Kenny Pickett. I don't know. They say he's a great team guy. And then the biggest signing for me personally is Devin Lloyd. Shout out to Will Robinson. Will Robinson, if you out there, nigga, call me up. Hit me up on the phone. Shout out to my nigga Panther Nasty, my diehard, my black Dexters out there. I call them the Dexters of the Carolina Panthers because they nasty about it. They know everything about the Panthers. They go in hard and they will rip you apart like a Dexter. So I call them the black Dexters of the Carolina Panthers. Shout out to P Nasty. If y'all don't know who he is, find him. Just type up the name here on YouTube. And my homeboy, Will Robinson, diehard faithful, you know, them educated, roughneck Carolina Panthers. They called it a long time ago and put me up on him. And now it is happening. Lord, now it's on the TV, y'all here. Now it's on the TV. Lloyd to sign with the Carolina motherfucking Panthers. Woo! I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all gonna have to listen to my song again. You're gonna have to listen to my Cali Connect song for my Carolina Panthers in my podcast, the 213 to the 704 podcast. I am the host, Cali motherfucking Blue, where I rep these Carolina Panthers all the way from Los Angeles here. Y'all stay tuned. 30 seconds. Listen to the song. Motherfucking Panthers. Motherfucking Panthers. Show me love. My Panthers is showing keep pounding love today. Free. Me. If you're looking for devotion, talk to me. Love is guaranteed. God damn, I can't believe the Panthers is really doing this shit. It's about fucking time. You got to show me love. Words are easy to say. But my love is guaranteed for these Carolina Panthers. God damn, this feels so fucking good, my nigga. Man, if you was a Carolina Panther and you not happy about this shit, I don't know what kind of Panther you is. If you on that Panther hate shit, blah, 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 blah. If you don't see what the Carolina Panthers is doing, what they did today to get back to them, the Sam Mills days, to the fucking Reggie White, to the fucking, goddamn, to Luke Kuechly, Thomas Davis, all the fucking dogs out there. Tyrone Pools of the, man. Shout out to the Dan Morgan. Shout out to this organization, man. This is huge. Fuck the W's and the L's. It's the fact that we are going back to something where we belong. And when I say we're going back, moving forward, we're going back to being a Panther where if we walked out that stadium, somebody was getting busted in the mouth if we lost that game. That's what's about to happen right now. We're going to hear some heads, some shoulders, some shoulder pads and helmets cracking again. That's what I'm about. And if you know Cali Blue and you've been following me for all these fucking years, you know I'm just a passionate motherfucking fan. I love my team, but I keep it 100. I appreciate it to everybody that's here subbing with me, you know. And I guarantee if you stick around, you're going to be very entertained fucking with me here at the 213 to the 704 podcast. I bring entertainment. I bring videos. I give you that in-depth interviews. And I do it all the way from here to Los Angeles, all the way to Charlotte. I don't just watch the games on TV anymore. I don't just listen to it on the radio, but I actually show up. And if I'm not showing up, I just saw some on TV. If I'm not showing up, I'm definitely bringing you that content. I appreciate all my Panthers out there coming in there and showing me. From Mississippi, that's where my roots is from. 662. What's happening with you? From New Haven, that's where my folks are right now as we speak. Right next to Tennessee. I appreciate you, Cuzzo. I appreciate you, Kareem. This is what I'm talking about. I want to see my Panthers from everywhere. All over. It ain't just the Cali connection, you know, but I want to bring to the forefront why the Panthers are that team to root for. Being underdogs. We still an underdog. We still got a long way to go. But damn, man, how do y'all feel about this? Somebody tell me, like, you know, how do you really feel about this? About these shots out right back to you, Kareem. You know, I'm a little frazzled right now because I didn't think it was gonna happen. I really didn't, because that's why the title says, "Who will the Carolina Panthers pick next?" Because I was trying to see who we got next. You know. But man. Woo! What time is it over there? Shit, it's 7:22, so it's 10:22 over there in Mississippi. We gonna be lit. You ain't never lied. And I went to 7 games last year. I spent a gang of money. Shit, nigga broke now. But I'm gonna find a way to get there. I'm gonna find a way to get there this year. Kareem J. Sanders says we gonna be lit this year. We need a center. Yeah, that kind of messed us up. But hey, with these picks, now you can't be mad if we get that number 1 pick. If we pick up a lineman on the 19 spot, who knows? But let us get a Makai Lemon or a Sadiq. NFC South is wide open, and we in the driver's seat. Yeah, we in the driver's seat, and we kicking them damn Falcons and them Buccaneers and them sorry ass ain'ts. They ain't riding in the back no more. We putting their ass in the trunk. Woo! Now all we gotta do is clean up this center position like Cade Mays. You believe that boy got $25 million with Detroit Lions? I think that was a big loss for us. You know, but these signings right here, hey, I'm not even thinking about Cade Mays. I guess we might have to stick with Corbett, huh? Because he don't owe no money, but he is a liability. Austin Corbett, what do we have to pay him to keep him? Like $3,000, $7 million, I mean, $3 to $7 million or something. It is mind-boggling. Kareem, you're a Panther. I can tell you're a Panther. It's like, you're a Panther, and you're a Panther. Woo! I'm in the house by myself, too. Ain't nobody here in my house, so I can be loud, you know. Oh, my goodness. I promise you, I haven't thought about Mays after we picked up Philly. You ain't never lied. I promise you too. But when they were saying it, I was thinking about it just a little bit. I went on, I streamed earlier about it. We were just shooting some shit. And they came up about Cade Mays. I was like, damn, that's a big one. So now we have to think about where we going to pick up in the draft or how we going to, you know, because Austin Corbett is just, man, been doing us dirty. So we have to slide over. Then we still got Big 50. You know, we don't know if he'll be completely healed. He said he was healed and he played, but you never know. So them big boys seem to go down a lot. Man, I cannot wait. Man, I'm gonna probably be up. This feels like an adult Christmas. You know what I'm saying? All the way from Mississippi. I feel you. It's gonna be hot and muggy in a couple of months over there. It's gonna be real humid. I can't stand that fucking humidity over there in Mississippi. But that's my folks. I love Mississippi, to be honest with you. You know, I got family. They don't show me nothing but love, and it's it's that deep family roots over there, and they still there strong. So I love going there. You know, most of my family came from Mississippi, and my grandpa moved out here way back in the day and brought my dad, my aunties, my uncles, and he had like a little compound out here in Watts, California. And we grew up there. I was born here, but we used to go back to Mississippi. I actually lived there probably for like 7 years as a youngster. Then we came back here in LA. But yeah, most of my family is in Mississippi right now. That's left on my pop side. But man, fuck K Mays. Right? This has been some good stuff, boy. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Well, believe it. So now what's next? Now what we gonna do? I'm gonna leave this title up here. Is there anything else we need to do? What we got to get now? Go get us a what? Get rid of Nick Scott? We need to go get a safety? Huh? Who's next? Them sipping roots is strong. You ain't never lied. Yeah, I got folks who was the first, the first boys out there running the fire departments over there. Now I think it's nothing but us in that fire department. Yeah. Man. This is too cool, bro. I'm gonna have to take a break. I'm gonna take a little 2-minute break. I'll be right back, I promise. Take a 2-minute break. And I'm gonna put my music on again. This is the 213 to the 704 podcast. I am your host, Cali Blue, where I rep them Carolina Panthers for more than 30 years from Los Angeles. Be right back. Give me 2 minutes, folks. Listen to my song. I'll be back in 2 minutes, y'all. 2 minutes. Back in 1 minute, guys. Back 1 minute. 1 minute. Give me a little bit. Yeah, yeah. What's happening? How we feeling out there? CPG, what's up? Pull up, boy. Pull up. Let's talk about it. Let's get the train whistle going. The police is coming after them fucking woo. That's the police chasing that edge rusher for the Falcons. You hear him? He going to go get that edge rusher for the Falcons. Look, it's the same police siren that picked his ass up. Man, the Carolina Panthers is doing it over here, boy. How happy are we? We deserve all of this love that Dan Morgan and the organization is doing for us. We deserve all this love because they've been putting us through hell. The Panthers been putting us through hell for at least a solid what? A solid 10 years. They've been putting us through hell. So all my Panthers out there from around the world, all the United States, man, congrats to you. If you have hung in there this long, you deserve this love. You deserve this special building that we're doing right now. Kareem says we need one more. Let's hold up. It's hard to do this from my phone. We need one more solid wide receiver unless Bryce can have a breakout year. Bryson got some hands, man. You talking about Tremaine? Bryson Tremaine? I like Bryson. If this doesn't motivate Leggett, if this doesn't motivate his ass to get it together, and as far the way I feel about it is Leggett has a very, very high top shelf expectations. Like he can do it, and if he plays, man, it's a wrap. Panthers gonna be running this shit for a while. People are forgetting about Leggett, but he still can do it. He still can turn it around, But you're right about that Bryce Tremaine. He do got some talent. He seems elusive. He kind of seems like a T-Mac, just not as what I say. Yeah, Bryson Tremaine. He's just not. I don't know. I need to see more of him. I'm gonna keep my mouth closed on him. This is insane, bruh. Wow. Insane. Who is this dude on the screen? He don't look nothing like me. This dude does not look anything like me at all. Let's keep it 100 with the show. This is the 213 to the 704 podcast. I'm your host, Cali Blue. Sorry about that, Kareem. I had to do something that's still there. Anybody out there? Man, I'm ready for September. One more solid receiver. Go through these comments. I thought we had old dude Owen from the Chargers you was talking about. I thought we was going to get him too. Nah, I'm super cool with Devin Lloyd. Either one of them would have been nice. CPG coming here talking about we building something special. Shout out to CPG if y'all don't know who that Panther fan is. But he's a diehard fan. I appreciate all y'all coming through. Man, but D Cash coming here. He wasn't fucking with me. Zip was in here too. Hold up. I'm about to change the fucking title of this. I'm about to change the title. Hold up. Where's Panther Nasty and Sexy Mario? I'll be wildin'. I'm talking about die-hard Carolina Panthers as far as I know that go way back, and we still cool to this day, y'all. I'm just reading. I am here, y'all. I'm just reading. Trust me, I am here. Starkville. Who's from Starkville? Man, I might have to end this stream and come back and get educated on everything. Are they talking about it right now? Oh.
Brown, defensive tackle, led the team in sacks with 5. They need some pressure off the.
Here we go. Now we on the screen.
Look good. They're building this thing, and you got to have your dogs up front that can hunt and get after the quarterback. I think Jalen Phillips showed he was healthy last year. The same talent that made him a first-round pick in the Miami Dolphins.
This dude likes the Panthers. I forget his name. He was pissed off that Derek Brown didn't make All-Pro.
Carolina Panthers as they try to kind of build this thing brick by brick. And so
he sound pumped up like we are. He must be a Carolina Panther. He got Carolina Panther blue on.
A Panthers team that made it into the postseason, actually provided a
Panthers sign.
Opposite of that would be the 2025 Las Vegas Raiders, but you look at what they've done here in this offseason. James just spoke about the fact they were able to get a couple former dogs who won together at Georgia. Play Walker.
Yeah, man, I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to end this live and go do some homework so I can talk my shit. But I'll be back. If I'm not back tonight, I'll be back tomorrow. I am certain. And so I'm just going to say this, man. Yeah, I'm going to end this live. But tune in daily to the 213 to the 704 podcast starting at 5 p.m. Pacific time. Like, share, engage, and subscribe. Keep pounding. #51. This is a podcast daily show for the Carolina Panthers, Los Angeles, in the NFL football today. I'm your host, Cali Blue. And if you don't know, now you know, and fuck what you heard.